Hello students, good afternoon. In the last class, we have discussed about the collection of primary data, methods of collection of primary data. There are totally 5 methods are there. One is the direct personal observation method. Second one is indirect oral interview method. Third one is information through agencies. Fourth one is mailed questionnaire, and fifth one is schedule sent through enumerators. Okay, we have discussed the first 4 methods. The next fifth method is schedules sent through enumerators. Schedules sent through enumerators. Okay, here it is widely used method of collection of primary data. It is a widely used method of collection of primary data. It is most widely used collection of primary data. Okay, here a number of enumerators are selected. A number of enumerators are selected or trained for these purposes. Here a number of enumerators are selected. The number of enumerators are selected and trained for this purpose. Trained for this purpose. Here a number of enumerators are selected and trained for this purpose. Okay, here a trained investigator. A trained investigator collects data through enumerators. Here a trained investigator collects the data through enumerators. Okay, here the enumerator. Here a enumerator contact the informants. Here a enumerator contact the informants and collect the required information and collect the required information which is called schedule method. Which is called a schedule method. Okay, here a number of the schedule sent to enumerators. It is a widely used method of collection of primary data. A number of enumerators are selected and trained for this purpose. Here a number of enumerators are selected and trained for this purpose, means schedule purpose. Okay, here a trained investigator collects the data through enumerator. A trained investigator collects the data through enumerators. Here the enumerators contact the informants. The enumerators contact the informants and collect the required information. Enumerator informants contact ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ ಏನೇನು required information ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, schedule method ಇರ್ತದೆ. Here the enumerator contact the informants and contact the required and collect the required information, which is called schedule method. Okay, here a schedule is a list of questions. A schedule is a list list of questions. A schedule is a list of questions. A schedule is a list of questions on which a enumerator. A schedule is a list of questions on which a enumerator collect and record the information. Collect and record the information. A schedule is a list of questions. It is a list of questions on which a enumerator collect and record the information. Is called schedule. Is called schedule. Okay, what is schedule? A schedule is a list of questions on which a enumerator collect the information. Collect and record the information is said to be a schedule. Okay. The next one, the merits and demerits of schedules sent through enumerators. The first one is merits. Merits of schedule sent through enumerator. Here the first merit is this method is useful if the informants are illiterates. See here, what is the first merit? Here, this method is very useful if the informants are illiterates. It is very useful if the informants are illiterate. Illiterate means that is uneducated. Uneducated method very useful. Okay, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಸರಿ ಓಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಓಕೆ here they are collecting the data. Okay, their names, age, occupation, income, source, etc. are to be collected. ಏನು ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಒಮ್ಮೆನೇ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅದಲ್ಲ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ illiterates ಇದ್ರಪ್ಪ uneducated ಇದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Here this method is useful if the informants are illiterates. The next second one is in this method the rate of non-response in this method the rate of non-response is less. In this method the rate of non-response is less. The rate of non-response is less. Okay, in method of questionnaire it is a drawback. Some of the respondents will not respond. Some of the informants will not respond. That is a drawback. Okay, here in schedule method, in this method the rate of non-response is very less. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಏನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. Okay, these are the two merits of schedule sent through enumerators. Okay, next demerits. Here, what are the drawbacks of demerits of this one? Here, in this method, the training of enumerators is essential. In this method, the training of enumerators is essential. See here in this method the training of enumerators is essential. Here the training of enumerators is essential, very essential. Training ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ರಾಂಗ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ರಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು. Okay, here it is a drawback. In this method, the training of enumerators is very essential. Here the method is here this method is time consuming. Here this method is time consuming. Second, this method is time consuming. It takes lot of time. It takes lot of time. One money ಏನು ಹೋದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it takes 10 to 15 minutes per bus. 10 to 15 ಆಗ್ತದೆ, 10 to 15 minutes ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓವರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೇವೆ, ಫೇಸ್ ಟು ಫೇಸ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. Okay, here it is a drawback. Here this method is time consuming compared to other method. It is a time consuming. This method is time consuming. Okay, it is about the schedules sent through enumerators. Here once again, here it is a widely used method of collection of primary data. Here a number of enumerators are selected and trained for this purpose. A trained investigator collect the data through enumerators. The next, a enumerator contact the informants and collect the data, which is called as a scheduled method. Then what is a schedule? Schedule is a list of questions on which enumerators collect and record the information is said to be scheduled. Here a list of questions on which enumerators collect the information and collect the information is said to be scheduled. Okay, then merits. Here the first merit is this method is useful if the informants are illiterates. Suppose if the informants are illiterates, it is very useful. In this method, the rate of non-response is very less. The next drawbacks. The first drawback is in this method, the training of enumerator is very essential. Okay, the next last drawback is this method is time consuming. It is a time consuming. Okay, it's completely a collection of primary data. Method of collection of primary data. The next one is framing a questionnaire. Framing a questionnaire. Next one, framing a questionnaire. Framing a questionnaire. Framing a questionnaire. Okay, framing a questionnaire is required what? To prepare a questions. To prepare a question. While drafting a questionnaire, some important principles are to be adopted. While preparing a question, some important principles are to be adopted. Here the first one is the questions should be simple and understood. Our questions should be simple to understand. Here the first question is what? Here the questions should be simple to understand. The question should be simple to understand. Second one, the number of questions should be less. The number of questions should be less. Should be has less. Here the number of questions should be as less as possible. As possible. Here the number of questions should be less as possible. Questions ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು accurate ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು attractive ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ 100 or 200 questions ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ informants answers ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Here the questions should be less as possible. Okay, maximum 15 or 20. Okay, the next, the questions should be logically arranged. The questions should be logically arranged. The question should be logically arranged. Here the question should be logically arranged. Question sign namaku logically irಬೇಕು. Okay, here the question should be logically arranged. The next fourth one, the question should be the answer should be the answers should be short. The answer should be short, like yes or no type. Yes or no type. Here the answer should be short, like such as yes or no type. Okay. The next fifth one, any clarification if necessary regarding, okay, here any clarification if necessary regarding any of the questions should be supplied in the form of footnote. Any of the questions should be supplied in the form of footnote. The form of footnote. See here, any clarifications if necessary regarding any of the questions should be supplied in the form of footnote. Footnote upon question paper prepare ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಪ್ಪ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಏನು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತೇವೆ footnote ಅಂತ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇದು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಓಕೆ here m ಮಾತ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ here m is indicates male, f indicates female, t indicates total, etc. Here m okay footnote, you have to mention the footnote. Okay, here m, you are taking m. Okay, here gender, male or female. Okay, we are writing only m and f. Okay, what is f? F is a female. Here you have to write in the footnote below the table. Here you have to write that f is equal to female and m is a male and t is a total. Okay, the next one, married and unmarried. Okay, here marital status. Okay, we are writing m and marital status. Yes, married. Next u is equal to unmarried. Okay, here footnote you have to write m is a nothing but married and u is a unmarried. Okay, here any clarifications if necessary regarding any of the questions should be supplied in the form of footnote. Okay. The next, necessary instructions should be given to the informers. Sixth one, necessary instructions should be given to the informers. See here, sixth one is any necessary instructions should be given to the informers. Informers ಗೆ ಏನು instructions ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, instructions ಮೊದಲೇ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನೇಮ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಇರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮನಿ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್, ಹೋಮ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್, ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್, whatever information you have to given to the informers. Here necessary instructions should be given to the informers. Okay, here the questions which require the next questions which requires a mathematical rigor should be avoided. See here, questions which requires a mathematical figures should be avoided. Here the mathematical calculations should be avoided. Mathematical calculations what kodabardu should be avoided. Use madangala mathematical calculations. Here a question which requires a mathematical figures should be avoided. Okay, the next one. Okay, mathematical figure means that is mathematical calculations. Okay, next a question should be attractive. Questions should be attractive. See here, a questions should be attractive. Questions ಏನಲ್ಲ attraction ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಲ್ಲ attractive ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಚಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಿರಬೇಕು questions. ಹಂಗ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ questions ಇದ್ರೆ ನಡೆಯಲ್ಲ. Okay, here a question should be attractive. The next one, questions should be questions should be kept confidential. See here, a question should be kept confidential. Confidential means ಗುಪ್ತವಾಗಿ. ಅದೇನಲ್ಲ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಏನಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. Okay, family matters. Okay, here the question should be kept confidential. Confidential means that is hide. Questions ಏನಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಹೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. Okay. The next one, a questions regarding questions regarding as far as possible the personal matters should not be asked. As far as possible the personal matters should not be asked. Here the last point is a question regarding as far as possible the personal matter should not be asked. Personal matter ಕೇಳೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ. Personal matter ಕೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬಾರದು. As far as possible the personal matter should not be asked. A question regarding as far as possible the personal matters should not be asked. Okay, diseases ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಏನೇ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಕೇಳೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇರಲ್ಲ. Okay, that is it should not be asked. These are the framings of questionnaire. Framing of a questionnaire. While drafting a questionnaire, a general principles are to be adopted. General rules are to be adopted. Here the first one is a question should be simple to understand. Question should be simple to understand. Second one, the number of questions should be less as possible. The next one is the question should be logically arranged. Fourth one is the answers should be short, such as yes or no type. Any clarification is necessary regarding any of the questions should be supplied in the form of footnote. The next one is necessary instructions should be given to the informants. The next seventh one is questions which require a mathematical rigor should be avoided. Here the mathematical calculation should be avoided. The next one, the questions should be attractive. The next ninth one is questions should be kept confidential. It should be kept confidential. It should be hide the answer. The next the questions regarding as far as possible the personal matters should not be asked. The personal matters should not be asked. These are the 10 principles adopted for framing a questionnaire. Okay, the next one is the general format of a questionnaire. General format of a questionnaire. Next one, general format of a questionnaire. Okay, here in general format of a questionnaire, first you have to write date. Here the next you have to write subject. Subject, the questionnaire regarding. Questionnaire regarding income and expenditure of a family. Income and expenditure of a family. So here the questionnaire regarding income and expenditure of a family. Here we have to record the questions. First question. Name of the person, name of the head of the person, see here the first question is the name of the head of the person. Here the informers write the answer. Okay, here name etc. X Y Z ABC whatever. Okay, here name of the head of the person. The next second one, age or date of birth. Age or date of birth. The next third one, occupation. Occupation. The next fourth one is marital status. Marital status, that is married or unmarried. Here you have to write the mark. Suppose if it is married, means you have to write the mark married or unmarried. Which one is that? You have to mark the mark. The next one is gender. That is male or female. Male or female. Okay. Suppose if it is male, means you have to mark. Otherwise female. The next fifth one, qualifications. 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 Suppose if it is SSLC, SSLC, PUC, you have to mark the okay, SSLC first, SSLC second PUC, third degree. Next one is PG, etc. Here the next one is the number of persons earning in the family. The number of persons earning in the family. Just one level what part of the family that here as it is the general format of questionnaire. Here in below the table you have to write the footnote. Any clarifications regarding any of the questions will be supplied in the form of footnote. Here DOB is what? DOB is date of birth. Here M is a male and F is a female. Here SSLC, PUC, degree and PC. Okay, it is a general format of questionnaire. Okay, the next one is primary data over. The next one is secondary data. Secondary data. Secondary data. What is our secondary data? Okay, primary data is here the investigator collect the data by personal observation of the method or by collecting the by field. Directly here the investigator collect the data through directly from the field. Here what is the secondary data? Okay, here secondary data, the data which okay here the secondary data is the data. The secondary data is the data. The secondary data is the data which has been already collected and analyzed by enumerators and analyzed by enumerators. See here, the secondary data is the data which has been already collected. Okay, which has been already collected and analyzed by enumerators. Here's the second-hand data. This method is also called as second-hand data. Second-hand data. This method is also called as second-hand data. Second-hand data. Okay, here this method is also called as second-hand data. Okay, primary data is said to be first-hand data and second data is said to be second-hand data. Okay, here second-hand data is the data which has been already collected and analyzed by enumerators. Okay, here which has been already collected means it is copied from other sources. It is copied from other sources. Okay, and analyzed by enumerators. Here the investigator does not collect directly from the field. In this method, the investigator does not collect directly from the field. Then it is said to be secondary data. Here the data are copied from other sources. Here the data are copied from other sources. Okay, here this method is also called as second-hand data. It is also called as second-hand data. The next one is sources of secondary data. Sources of secondary data. Sources of secondary data. Here there are totally two sources are there. One is published source. Second one is unpublished source. Unpublished source. Here sources of secondary data. Okay, here there are totally two sources are there. One is published source and another is unpublished source. Here the first one is published source. Here the first one is published and unpublished, published and unpublished. Here the first one is published. Here the first official publications of international bodies such as IMF, UNO, IMF, UNO. The next IBRD, etc. See here, official publications of international bodies such as IMF, UNO, IBRD, etc. Here official publications of here copied from IMF, copied from UNO, copied from IBRD. Okay, here IMF is nothing but International Monetary Fund. Long for International Monetary Fund. IMF is nothing but International Monetary Fund. The next UNO, long for United Nations of Organization. UNO long for United Nations of Organization. The next IBRD long for International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. IBRD long for International Bank for reconstruction and development. I means international, B indicates bank, R is the reconstruction, D is the development. International Bank for Reconstruction Development. Here, the official publications of international bodies such as IMF, International Monetary Fund, United Nations Organization, International Bank for Reconstruction Development, etc. Here, the profit from these sources, official publications. Okay, it is the first one, official publication source. Second, B. Official publications of official publications of state and central government, see here the official publications of state and central government. Here the profit from state and central government. State ಮತ್ತು central government profit ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Here the official publications of state and central government. Third, see profit from journals, newspapers, magazines, etc. Here the profit from journals, newspapers, magazines, etc. Here the secondary data. Okay, data are already collected. So here it is profit from journals, newspaper, or it may be magazine. Okay, the next, websites of various organizations on the internet. The websites of various organizations. Websites of various organizations on the internet. Okay, here the fourth published source is websites of various organizations on the internet. Here it should be copied from internet. Various organizations on the internet. Okay, these are the sources of published source. That is published source. Here it should be copied from international bodies such as IMF, UNO, IBRD, etc. The next, official publications of state and central government, journals, newspapers, magazines, etc. TV, radio, etc. Okay, the next, websites of various organizations on the internet. Here the data can copied from websites of various organizations on the internet. Okay, these are the published source. The next one is unpublished source. The next one is unpublished source. Unpublished source. Unpublished means not published. Unpublished means not published. Here the first point is Records Maintained Act. Records Maintained Act. Government offices. Municipal offices, panchayat offices, etc. Panchayat offices, etc. Here unpublished means not published. Here they are maintaining the records. Here the records maintained on government office, municipal office, panchayat office, etc. Okay, the next, records maintained by scholars. The records maintained by research scholars. Here, the records maintained by research scholars means research journalists, PhD holders. Here, the research scholars, research institutions. See here, the records maintained by research scholars, research institutions. Okay, these are the unpublished sources. Okay, see, suppose for example, while the births are registered, while the births are registered, the information regarding parents' age, parents' name, etc. are to be collected in the hospitals, government hospitals, municipal office or panchayat office. Here, the records maintained at government office, municipal office, panchayat office, etc. The next, records maintained by research scholars, research institutions. Okay, these are the unpublished source. Okay, let's got it. What is secondary data? Here, secondary data is the data which has been already collected and analyzed by enumerator. Which has been already collected and analyzed by enumerators. Okay, it is also called as secondary data. Okay, here one more thing. Here, the investigator does not collect directly from the field. Here, the investigator does not collect directly from the field. Okay, here the investigator copied from other sources. Here, the investigator copied from other sources. Okay, here there are totally two sources are there. One is published source and another is unpublished source. Okay, published is that is official publications of international bodies such as IMF, UNO, IPRD, etc. The next official publications of state and central government. The next publications of magazines, newspapers, etc. The next publications of that is okay. The next publications of internet on various websites of the internet. The next unpublished sources are the records maintained at government offices, municipal office and panchayat office. The next, records maintained by research scholars, research institutions. Okay. The next class we shall discuss the census enumeration and sample survey. What is the census enumeration and sample survey? Okay. Thank you.